and you work within the confines of what the mind naturally does, it's like a superpower almost. So on ES, this is the first trade that I took today. Making this Discord may turn out to be one of the best things that I ever did. YouTube, what's good with your boy, man? It's your boy ZC Trades, man. I'm just now leaving the gym. I hit a little back. I had to leave a little early because I had to go help my brother out with some shit. But right now it is 9/11 and we are going to be on the chart soon. I was listening to Alex Hermanzi in the gym and he said something that sparked an idea for me. And I want to bring it to y'all because it's actually very valuable. All right, YouTube. What's good with y'all, boy, man? So right now we is outside. I got my phone propped up on a little something right here. So I'm going to be leaning down talking to y'all, boys. So what Alex Hermanzi said, he was talking about this in a video. And I hope y'all can hear me. He said he was talking about in a video how to stay poor. I was listening to the video while I was in the shower. So it wasn't something that I clicked on. It wasn't none of that. Because in my mind, I'm not poor. Being poor is a mentality. You know what I'm saying? You're around people who suck your energy. You're around people who say negative things. That's a poor person. Even if they rich. You can be rich monetarily and still be poor. All right, cool. We had to switch spots. But like I said, this isn't a video that I had clicked on. But I was listening to it, and he was talking about how the easiest way to stay poor or the easiest way to not be poor, basically what he said, was to flip the question. So what that means is, instead of asking, how can I have a successful marriage? Ask, how can I destroy my marriage? And the way that the mind works, the mind usually thinks of negative things as it is. At least I don't know about y'all, but my mind, it has a tendency to go off of the rail and think negative. And I always catch myself. It's typically around like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. My mind gets to thinking negative, and I always catch myself in that loop. Maybe it's because of my environment. Maybe it's because of the people that I'm around, but it's usually when I'm at work. 8, 9 o'clock. My mind gets to thinking negative. My mind gets to thinking violent thoughts. My mind gets to start being annoyed a lot more easier. My mind gets to start not wanting to do anything. My mind just want to be alone. I just want to be by myself. The mind is a very weird thing. It's a powerful thing, and we're going to talk about that as well. But flip the question though, and apply that to what we know. How can you be a profitable trader? Or how can you always be an unprofitable trader? How can you successfully be an unsuccessful trader? Do you know what you're doing that is wreaking havoc on your trading, bro? Are you keeping track of your data? Do you know what your most profitable setup is? Or should I say, do you know what your least profitable setup is? Do you know when your best days are in the market? Or do you know when your worst days are in the market? Do you know your tendencies when you're feeling good in the market? Or do you know your tendencies when you're not feeling good in the market? It's flipping the question. The narrative is the same, but you're flipping the question. And when you flip the question, your mind can provide you with a lot more reasons instead of saying, how can I be profitable? Okay, I gotta have an edge. I gotta have a good mentality, work on my psychology, do personal development, and stay disciplined. Okay, well, that's simple. But how can I not be profitable? When it comes to that, there's a lot more. There's a way longer list. And I'm sure the list is slightly different for all of us. I thought that was an interesting concept. Because when you go ahead and you do that and you work within the confines of what the mind naturally does, it's like a superpower almost. Inevitably, you're going to find a lot more reasons, negative reasons than positive reasons, until you completely reprogram your subconscious mind. Okay, and to be honest, there are plenty of ways that you can reprogram your subconscious mind. I've been studying this for the past 4 years, and I will say I have changed a lot and I have evolved every year. Every time my Snapchat memories pop up, my hair is a little shorter and I'm a different version of myself. I could get, Mount Rushmore with all of the president heads, and I could put me with the fro, me when I just got my twist, me when they right here, and me now. And they all like different people. And that's because my subconscious mind has been charged differently year throughout year throughout year. It's been evolving year throughout year. And yours is evolving as well. Nothing in life stays the same. Everything is constantly in motion. So if anything stays the same, it is decreasing. If you stay the same, you are becoming less of a person. And so even if you aren't programming your subconscious mind intentionally, you are programming it unintentionally. It is always running. Your subconscious mind always remembers everything. And that's why your mind is the most powerful thing on the planet. And you know what? Depending on what time it is right now, I want to get into that because I do got to jump on VIP in about 10 minutes. Let me see what time it is. All right, cool. I got 10 minutes before I got to jump on VIP, so I'm going to get y'all this game real quick. You have the law of polarity in life. As above, so below. As below, so above. You got left, right. You got up, down. You got forward, reverse. You got neutral, part. You know what I'm saying? Even in colors, you have the law of polarity. You have white, you have black. I'm not talking about skin colors. But if you know anything about colors and what colors create, you have light, you have dark. The law of polarity is everywhere in life. You have chaos and order. You have yin and yang. The law of polarity is in everything. That's why you can be in a great mood and then go and be in a bad mood. But you wouldn't appreciate that good mood if you never had bad moods. You wouldn't appreciate a smile if you never shed a tear. It's just as simple as that. So when we talk about the mind, when we talk about what your mind can do, when we talk about your mind's natural pattern, which I would say everybody's mind's natural pattern is similar when it comes to the circuit, but it's different when it comes to the program. If you understand what I'm saying. The hardware is the same, but the software is slightly different. Massively different for different people. That's why you got middle class, lower class, and upper class. Bro, that's subconscious programming. If you grow up and you feel as if you grow up and your teachers is telling you, oh, you're lower class. If you grow up you work in a warehouse and they're telling you you're in the lower class, you know what I'm saying? You're in the category of people that make the least amount of money in this country, bro. And you believe that shit? And you okay with that shit? It's programming your mind. So back to the law of polarity. Being that your mind can put you at an advantage or a disadvantage, essentially what that means is it can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. Remember the definition of friend that I gave you guys. A friend is somebody or something who makes the possibility of failure less likely for you. A friend is somebody who makes the possibility of success more likely for you. So your mind will either be your best friend, your best ally, or your worst enemy. There are people out there who, whenever something bad happens to them in their life, they feel as if they deserve it. Or they feel as if they don't deserve it, should I say. They feel as if it's the president's fault. It's the country's fault. It's God's fault. It's their friend's fault. It's their mom's fault. It's their dad's fault. I can see how, like, if you're young, you're 17, 18, it's a lot easier to point fingers when shit goes wrong in your life. But at some point, you have to wake up. Don't be one of them 30-year-olds, even 40-year-olds, who are pointing fingers at other people. Because at that point, the reason why they're pointing a finger at other people is because they're not allied with their mind enough to say, let's take responsibility for this and make sure that this don't happen again. Regardless of what this comes with, I'll deal with it and I'll survive and I'll only come out a better man on top of this situation. They don't have that in them. They're not friends with their mind. So let me go ahead and relate this back to the charts for y'all before I gotta go get in there and, you know what I'm saying, talk to VIP. When it comes to these charts, bro, when you take a L, because let's face it, when we all win, we all feel like we them boys. We all feel like that nigga. We all feel like we know how to trade. We all feel like we the best trader. When we win, when our full TP gets smacked, when we come out, when we go in there and we say it's gonna do this, this, and this, and it does that, and that exactly. Hit your entry. You ever had a trade with no drawdown? Hit your entry, no drawdown. Full TP gets smacked, in and out the market. We all feel like that boy. We all feel like we're gonna be rich as fuck. Is that truly conducive for your success though? Is that your mind being your ally, or is that your mind being your worst enemy?
because everybody can do it once, but you got to consistently do that. Now, the reason why I say, is that your mind being your ally or is it being your enemy, is because that adrenaline high, that booster in mentality, that booster in confidence, is it really confidence or is it arrogance? It's arrogance. You know if it's arrogance, if when you lose, you go into a tilt. The next time you lose, if you go into a tilt, that confidence was arrogance. I know this from me personally, studying me personally. Remember I told y'all the best way to learn is by your day-to-day experience. You know that confidence was arrogance if you lose and you go into a tilt because you're like, all right, I gotta be right. Oh, okay, I want my money back. I need my money back out of this market. Now you're begging the market. Now you're taking a lower quality setup because you want your money back, because you don't want to lose anything. You're not okay with losing anything. You should be right. You are a great trader. But listen, let me tell you, the best trader is the most disciplined trader. He got the most ass cheek strategy. But if he the most disciplined trader in the world, he the best trader, bro. This comes down to the best man. As far as I can see, currently, this comes down to the best man. I hope you truly understand what I'm saying. Is it arrogance when you win? You know if it's arrogance when you win instead of confidence. Them frogs going crazy. Them is tree frogs. You know it's arrogance if you win and then you can't take the L. You know it's true confidence if you win and you can take the L, take a L, come back win. Take a L, come back win. Take a L, take a L, take a L, come back win. That's true confidence. That's true belief. That's sticking to the system. That's confidence in the system, confidence in the plan. Putting your confidence and trust into the probabilities. And at that point, your mind is your ally. Why? At that point, your mind is your best friend. Why? What's the definition of a friend? A friend is somebody who makes the possibility of failure less likely. At that point, the possibility of failure is less likely and the possibility of success is more likely. So y'all, I'm about to go in here, hop on a VIP chat with the boys. We got a lady boss in there too. And yeah, we about to go look over these markets. We had 2 red folders plus 9:30 New York Stock Exchange open. So let's just see what happens today. We might not even catch a trade into the PM session. And if we don't, it is what it is. Some days are just going to be like that. Today was PPI news. We had PPI and PPI core. So the market it dumped. But we may catch a nice setup. We may not. We just going to go in there and see. The whole point of VIP is I want to provide value for people. So if I'm not taking a trade and they're looking in the market for a trade, I want to explain to them, first off, what strategy are you using? Is that strategy good for this environment? Because I need them to understand what type of environment we're in right now, today. Because usually on days like this, where it's 2 red folders plus New York Stock Exchange, or even a red folder like PPI and then the New York Stock Exchange open, a lot of the volume is going for the AM session and we got to wait till PM. But yeah, maybe I'm just yapping. Y'all got to let me know if I just be yapping. Because sometimes when I'm sitting behind this camera by myself, I feel like I'm just yapping. But y'all say y'all enjoy this. Let me know, man. Because in all reality, there's nobody in my life that I can give game to like I can give game to y'all through this YouTube. And that's why I show back up and I keep showing up. But yeah, let's get inside. All right, y'all, so it is now 12 o'clock, man. And we've been on VIP for 2 hours. We were on VIP for 2 hours and we were just talking about charts. We were talking about mentality. A lot of game was given and I even received a lot of game. I got to know a lot of people better. It was actually dope as fuck. Like, VIP, we all gonna be tight. Like, give it a year, we all gonna all be tight, bro. And I got a feeling it's gonna be like 6 of us that are just going to lead the chat. You know what I'm saying? And in every environment you got leaders, but I think I'm already seeing who the leaders are going to be. So it's cool as fuck. It's inspiring for everybody. It's inspiring for me. And yeah, man, making this Discord may turn out to be one of the best things that I ever did. So I highly recommend joining VIP, especially if you're new and you want to get around your learning curve a little bit faster, bro. Just come kick it with people in a live voice chat where we're talking about what we see in the markets and we're just talking through everything. We're talking about psychology. We're talking about real life. We're talking about everything, bro. That's the quickest way to speed up your learning curve next to putting in the work by yourself. But there's only so much work that you can do by yourself. Trust me, I did it all by myself, and I got to this point by myself. There wasn't really anybody who was there to one-on-one mentor me. And not only that, Discords barely helped me. Being around other traders barely helped me, but that's just the type of person that I am. You may be the type of person. Somebody in the chat said today, they're the type of person who trades better when they're in a group. Multiple people said that. So if you're that type of person, I highly recommend joining the Discord. Share your screen. Show us what you're looking at. Show us old trades that you took. Show us how you mark up your charts. Everything. It's just a bunch of value being spread around. So I'm gonna show y'all the trade that I took today. Let's jump into it. So on ES, this is the first trade that I took today. I saw a price come to about 50% of my stop loss, and I was like, you know what? The way that the candle looked at the time, all of this momentum, it just looked like it was just gonna keep running. So I closed my trade early just to watch it play out and go right to my TP right after. So I decided to take a re-entry. Didn't, and you see how the re-entry went. So it just is what it is, man. And not only that, it reversed right after it stopped me out again. So this typically happens on days where it's like CPI and PPI, all of that news, and we just had a lot of red folders today. Like, look at this. So it's just one of them days, man. This account is sitting a little bit below break even. Yesterday, I did end up taking a trade in the PM session, and I closed that trade early too, just to watch it play out. Let me see if I can find that trade. And yesterday I ended up taking this trade and closing it in drawdown while I was looking at it at work. So it would have closed in profits at 410 because TopStep closes TopStep closes everybody's trades at 410, but it just is what it is, man. Right now we're barely down on this 50K account, and all we got to do is catch one banger. We catch one banger. It's like today and yesterday didn't even happen. And we talked about that in VIP as well, like over trading, and the root of that. It can be from greed, but it can also be from being overly ambitious. You know what I'm saying? Because once I rid myself of greed, I talked about how I did that in one of my YouTube videos. I just started putting money to the side so that it's like I started paying off my debt. I created a plan where I don't really have to worry about my bills, and I started putting money to the side. And after that, I wasn't really worried about greed. What I realized was it was just being overly ambitious and wanting to get this done as fast as possible. But a lot of us don't realize that being impatient actually prolongs the process, and being patient makes the process quicker. It's another one of those divine paradoxes that come with trading, man. But yeah, so today we are down for the day. We are down from yesterday as well, but we still got 3 days left in this week. Now, if we go down tomorrow, okay, cool. I might go grab 3 more TopStep X accounts. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I might grab some more is because you're bound to fail challenges. You're bound to go on a losing streak. You know what I'm saying? So if I do go on a losing streak with these 3 accounts only cost me $60. Now let's say this TopStep X discount code is done by tonight, or it's done by the end of the week. I can go grab 3 more accounts for basically the price of 1 after the discount, because the price of 1 is $50. Right now, the price of 3 is $60. So I might just go grab some more. So I'm not even worried about it. Either way, all I really need is 2-3 good trades to pass this challenge. And even in drawdown right now, I still only need about 3 trades to pass this challenge. And yeah, man, today we would have been about 1/3 of the way done the challenge, but I closed that trade early, and it just is what it is, man. It's just one of them things. So it happens. It is what it is. So yeah, man, that's about all I got for this video, y'all boys. I know the last vlog that I dropped was a little short, and it barely got clicks for real. It's like a 20-minute video. And usually my 30-minute videos, 40-minute videos, they get like 1K views. This video not doing as good, so maybe I need to start dropping them longer vlogs. Keep dropping them longer vlogs for y'all. Maybe y'all like seeing that. Maybe y'all like hearing the value that I talk. But let me know if I just be blabbing, bro. But I do feel like I got a lot of value that I can give. So even through the blabbing, I be dropping gems here and there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, YouTube, like I always say, man, tighten up. If you want to join VIP, there's a 50% off discount code active until Sunday. It's in the description of this video. It's in my Instagram bio as well. So we'll get with y'all boys on the next one, man. Peace.